What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back to talk about the stranglehold that the SEC has on the NFL and the NFL draft. For the 17th straight season, a school from the NFL a school from the SEC has sent more players to the draft than any other program in college football. And this year, it was two programs. Alabama, Georgia, both of them led the way in all the college football programs and had 10 players each selected. So, hey, Alabama and Georgia is doing their thing right now. But this is the sixth consecutive season or year that the SEC has had more players to go to the NFL than any other conference. The 6th year in a row. And guess what? 5 of those 6 years, it was either Georgia or Alabama leading the way. And this year, it was both of them. So, Alabama and Georgia is doing their thing. Kirby and Nick, no doubt, is the best two coaches in college football now. They the best two coaches to develop players for the NFL. So it is what it is. No other coach, no other program comes even close. So it is what it is. But this year, the SEC had 62 players drafted. So hey, 62 players drafted. Both Alabama and Georgia had 10 each. Florida, LSU had 6 each. Tennessee, Auburn, South Carolina, 5 each. Ole Miss, Kentucky, Texas A&M, 3 each. Arkansas, Mississippi State, 2 each. And Missouri had 1 to get drafted. Vanderbilt is the only program that didn't have anybody drafted in this year's draft. So it is what it is. And but the past 2 years, the SEC has set records for the number of players they had drafted in the NFL. Well, in 2021 and 2022, the SEC set a record in the amount of players that they had drafted to the NFL with 65. And this year they fell a little short with 62. And the SEC also had the number 1 overall draft pick in Bryce Young. And out of all the first round draft picks that came out of Alabama, Bryce Young is the first one to be the number 1 overall draft pick. So hats off to Alabama for accomplishing that. But anyway, the Big Ten came in second with 55 players. The ACC, 33 players. The ACC, 33. Then you had the Big 12 with 29 and the Pac-12 with 27. So it was a 22 pick difference between second and third. And you got SEC leading the way, because guess what? The SEC is the best conference in all of college football. And guess what? These NFL drafts are proving it to be factual. So it is what it is. For Nick Saban then had 49, then sent 49 first round draft picks to the NFL. 4 of them came from Alabama. Well, 44 of them came from Alabama, not 4. 44 came from Alabama. So, Nick Saban, he is the GOAT. In Kirby Smart's seven seasons at Georgia, he done sent 17 players in the first round. The most of any Georgia football coach. He only been there 7 years. Vince Dooley coached at Georgia for 24 years, and he didn't have that many first rounders. Mark Richt coached for 14 years at Georgia. He didn't have that many first rounders. So Kirby and Nick Saban is proving that they are the best 2 coaches in college football, and don't nobody come close to those 2. All right. So it is what it is. You can't even dispute that. The only dispute is which one out of Kirby and Nick Saban, who is the best right now. That's the only dispute you can have. You can't throw no other coach in the equation in present day. I'll say the hell, you can't throw no other coach in the conversation anyway, because guess what? Nick Saban is the best coach in all the college football. And it's proven with the amount of SEC championships he done won, the amount of national championships he done won, the amount of first round draft picks he done put in the NFL, and the amount of the amount of players from Alabama and LSU that he done sent to the NFL. So, bar none. But the fact of the matter is, the SEC is the pipeline to the NFL. No matter what nobody say, the SEC is the best and the toughest conference, in all of college football. Plain and simple. So, you can try to dispute it, but it's all in the numbers. Yeah, the Big Ten, they send a lot of players to the NFL too. But guess what? It ain't nowhere near what the SEC does. So, Big Ten fans, I'm sorry. You can think what you want to think. But the fact of the matter is, the SEC is filling the NFL with a whole lot of players. And not just players to ride the pine or sit on the bench. A lot of these players from the SEC start their rookie season. I mean a whole damn lot of them. So, y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can say what you want to say. But it is what it is. Oh, and I would like to say one more thing. As I mentioned it last night. UGA set a record again. 25 players drafted in the past 2 seasons. That's a record. The past 3 seasons, they done had 34 players drafted. That's a record. So Kirby Smart, he's setting records over there. Hey, do your thing, Kirby. You done made a difference. You done took Georgia to places they ain't never seen it in only 7 years. I can say that. So they got a lot to be proud of. But guess what? You know I can't leave it out. My Alabama Crimson Tide is Nick Saban is coming for your ass. All right? And I have no doubt whatsoever, at the end of the 2023 season, my Alabama Crimson Tide will be 2023 national champions. Y'all know I'm going to say that because I say it every damn year. I said it in 2021, I said it in 2022, and I'm saying it again in 2023. And it ain't but one team can stand in our way. And guess what? It definitely ain't Tennessee, and it definitely ain't LSU. It ain't but one team that's standing in our way, and that's the back-to-back reigning national champions, that Georgia damn Bulldogs. The only team. But guess what? Ain't but one team standing in Georgia way from three-peating. And that's my Alabama Crimson Tide. And guess what? My Alabama Crimson Tide is just not gonna let it happen. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. My Alabama Crimson Tide will be in the SEC championship. I know we didn't make it last year, or last season, but that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. We know we lost to Tennessee for the first time in 15 years. Let them have it. Let them have their glory. And they act like they won a national championship. Well, they did. Well, not a national, but the October champions. But anyway, October 2022 champions, Tennessee Vols. Yep, we lost to LSU. That's fine. For what? The second time since 2011? Let them have their little glory too. But guess what? In 2023, we coming for every damn body. Everybody. But anyway, I done got on my damn bandwagon about my Alabama Crimson Tide, and I'm supposed to be talking about the stranglehold that the SEC got on the damn NFL. Okay? So it is what it is. Oh, also, we had some guys, Alabama had guys yesterday that didn't get drafted. I believe it was 5 of them, and all of them got picked up on unrestricted free agent contracts. So hopefully they can make their prospective team. Emil Okayor, I believe, Eli Ricks. I know it was 3 more, but anyway, it was 5. But all of them got picked up on unrestricted free agent, and them damn Eagles picked up Eli Ricks. So the Eagles is full of Alabama and Georgia players, full of them. They got more Alabama players than Georgia players, but anyway, they full of them. Mostly Alabama on offense and mostly Georgia on defense, but they do got 2 defensive players from Alabama in Eli Ricks and Josh Jordan. So we'll see what them Eagles gonna be all about in the near future with all these UGA and Alabama players. But anyway, let me get off of this off of here. I can talk about this stuff all day. But yeah, the SEC is the pipeline to the NFL. So if you want to go to the NFL, young fellas, whoever see this, your best bet is to go to the SEC. And if you want to be a first rounder, oh yeah. Also, I believe Alabama and Georgia led all schools in first rounds this year. Both of them had 3 first rounders to go. So I think Alabama and Georgia led first rounders this year also. So hey, hats off to those programs. Nick Saban, Kirby Smart. But anyway, Georgia, y'all done got a lot of goddamn praise from me these past two days. I gotta stop this shit. But anyway, give credit what credit's due. But oh well, I'll be back tonight for the Kangaroo Black Show, 8 o'clock Eastern. Y'all join me then and roll damn tide.